Summer school. It's not just what happens when your 7-year-old son doesn't know how to read. It's also what happens when said 7-year-old son plays down his reading capabilities so we can go to the sick-ass water balloon fight at the end of summer school. But summer school will disappoint much like Saturday school if you grew up watching The Breakfast Club, thinking it'd be full of stogie smoke, lunch meat tosses, and musty, lonely women, because instead of that water sport madness, you just get your Tuesdays and Thursdays wasted in a hot schoolroom, and that end of semester water fight turns into a week at your aunt's house in West Virginia, aka the most boring of the states united. But what if summer school gets you kidnapped by an evil alien organization for mutative repopulation purposes to fill out their little club? Well, at least they'd hold up the water fun bargain by sprinkling me with some H2O from a watering can like the illiterate vegetable I was. But my name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speakin Sentai. Arf, arf, arf. That's right, guys. We're a walrus today, and walruses, everyone knows that when you ride a bicycle, make sure to check your brakes and make sure they're working, or at least pretend to do so your crash will be deemed an accident for insurance purposes. You gotta keep your family fed when you're depressed and don't want to live anymore. Make your death an accident. Cry, cry, mommy, she does. But inside your heart, you know you're a part of something bigger. And to my guest host, aka the prime host, yeah, baby, who is my guest today? It's a ghost. That's the EVP, Nicole. We got the EVP back. Let's hear what ask the ghost a question, Nicole. My host. Nicole, come here. Ask the ghost a question. Come here, Nicole. The people are going to think I'm fooling them. Nicole's not really in the room. Come here, Nicole. Ask the ghost a question.
First of all, fuck you.
Why? Because I accidentally said guest instead of host the 100th time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I do and I regret every time I do it.
It's because I am the guest host.
My God.
Because everyone likes you more
Oh my God.
anyway,
No,
so it's like, why am I even here?
I'm going to punch you with so many kisses. And remember, if you're going to be sad, at least do it in a volume that is good. Oh, yes. Feel the anger that is mine, Queen Nicole. But ask this ghost a question.
It's not anger, it's frustration.
Okay, and this ghost is probably frustrated by not being talked to.
Yup.
They're our friggin' guest. Ask the guest ghost a question.
Tell the guest to fuck off.
That's the EVP. We came back. Let's see if we can decipher it. What do you think it meant, Nicole?
Tits.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we're on a ghost box session with my sister, and we heard one say, tits. And I guess it was my grandpa. That's what my sister said. I don't know why my pa's screaming at his grandchildren, tits. But guys, just so everyone knows, boobies is for babies. Like, that's kid shit. That's how children survive. You don't need no boobies in your life. Next time you tell me I'm playing Spyro the Dragon and that's for kids, no, man, you sucking on a titties for kids. But my Nicole Queen, how are you?
Shitty.
Why? Be a goof. What can I do to make you feel better?
Let me go sleep forever.
Okay, we can't do that. I won't allow you to die.
It's not dying, it's just sleeping.
I won't allow you to do a sleeping beauty, except then I can kiss you and you'd wake up. Oh, Nicole, you wouldn't get a wink of sleep then.
Yeah, 'cause your boner would just be poking into my side.
My boner starts kissing you, going, no, it needs to be kisses, not just a friggin' boner flopping on you. It needs to be a kiss from your prince.
Frank?
No, because I'm your king. Arf, arf,
No.
arf. Nicole, are you quiet?
Yeah.
You have to be louder. Yeah. There you go. Oh, coming crisp in the mic. Let me just turn you up a tad.
Guys, because I fucked up and said words.
Oh, my God.
And then I was like, man, that's why I don't say words.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't know. I think I just like did too much stuff yesterday. So now I'm like burnt out, or because I know that tomorrow is the start of when I have to work like 5 days after working 6 days. I don't know.
Okay, to paint the picture, Nicole and I did have a very stressful day yesterday. They completely rose a huge chunk of road right outside of our window. So from like 9 o'clock to maybe 2 o'clock was just constant jackhammering. And not the cool kind of jackhammer. That's Nicole's nickname. Just da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It made our entire house rumble. It was bad. And then we had to bring Frank to the vet because he's constipated and we don't know what's wrong. And then just a whole bunch of other stuff. And Nicole was working her little fingers off being like, I'm going to get the logo for this done. And she's like a hacker over there. And then we streamed and the stream went very well. But then Nicole said things to friends of ours who think the same things about themselves. And now she's overthinking it, thinking that they're like, oh, we don't like Nicole anymore. Even though they've literally said the same things. Watch our stream of Super Puyo Puyo too if you're trying to figure out context.
And it's like I was excited about all this new merch, but like I can't even do anything with it because the domain's not working. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I suck. Why am I here?
Oh my God, you don't suck. You're my known queen.
Everyone's just already shut it off.
No,
They're like, this episode is the fucking worst.
Goopy. You gotta get goofy. A goofy goober.
I can't.
Okay, just kind of like slap your bosom a little bit and say, wake up. Wake up. What can make Nicole goofy? Guys, send in comments and we'll start reading them off. Even though this will be released in a further date. This ain't live.
Mm-mm.
So before we started watching today, Nicole was eating applesauce. And it was the weirdest thing because I think maybe you were trying to make me laugh. You wanted me to notice how you were eating it. If not, please let me know. But how she was eating it was as if, you know, when you eat hot soup and you go.
I was just like.
And then I
was just like. Being weird, like when I'm depressed, I like space out a lot. So I was like eating the applesauce, and just like, oh, this feels weird. Like opening my mouth full of applesauce, and James turns to me and he's like, "Is it hot?" I don't like so upset.
I was confused. I was like, did you microwave the applesauce? What are you doing?
Nope. Just being a weirdo.
Yes, I love you being weird. And I wish I could grow a beard and not pull it out and be like,
okay.
I got hair in my mouth. But Nicole, it's been discussed. You wanted to talk about it last week, but you forgot to bring it up. Did you want to, because I've talked about it on other podcasts and people might want to know your side of the story. Would you like to talk about the pancake incident?
Pancake incident?
Me making the pancakes incorrectly.
You brought it up?
Yeah.
When?
On This Movie's Gay and maybe What the Hell Mouth?
Why?
Just talking about like, hey, what was your week like? And I said I made pancakes wrong.
Yeah, let's tell another story about how I'm a fucking bitch.
Oh my God, Nicole, the other stuff will be edited.
James made pancakes and I fucking complained about it, so...
But because it was chocolate silk. Also, chocolate silk tastes good, right?
It's Okay.
Oh, darn it. TC and Jose were saying it tastes gross.
I mean, I never just drink silk by itself because it doesn't taste good by itself.
Sometimes it tastes like Play-Doh.
So, like, when you put that in pancakes, it just gives it a weird, gross flavor.
I think it gives it a chalky milk flavor.
Especially when I, like, wanted to put cheese and stuff on it. I wanted to, like, make it a savory pancake dish, and then you put chocolate silk in it. I was super bummed, and, yeah.
You can make a chocolatey, savory thing. You know, isn't there, like, a chili salsa that has chocolate in it?
No.
I could have, like, there's like a peppery food that also has chocolate. Or maybe I'm just thinking of chocolates that have jalapeno flavor in it.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't know.
Maybe you're thinking of like a weird fucked up dish they made on Good Mythical Morning as a joke.
No, I'm pretty sure because I've seen it on things on the Food Network.
Okay.
On the Foopy.
And I'm sure the chocolate they put in it was chocolate silk.
And it was also dark chocolate silk.
Yeah.
That's
the kind you got?
No. There's just chocolate. There's not really a dark chocolate silk.
Okay.
And I really need to do this. I want to start cold brewing different things. I want to cold brew eggnog. I want to cold brew chocolate milk. And then Corwin's like, but that's not cold brewing. You're just infusing the cold brew with this stuff.
Yeah, you're infusing it.
But I'm putting
You're not brewing it.
But I'm cold brewing it.
You're infusing it.
Okay, so here's
like
the
when
idea.
you put strawberries in water, it's strawberry infused water.
I call it strawberry water.
It's not cold brewed water.
No. Okay. Well, no, you can cold brew water.
God fucking damn it,
You
James.
put a patch of coffee grounds into water overnight, and that's cold brew.
That's cold brewed water?
Yeah. No one says the water part, but everyone says water park. It's $2 for the price of fun.
It's definitely not cold brew coffee.
Cold brew coffee. Yeah. Isn't it? I'd like some cold, but it's how it's prepared. So you can say, how am I preparing this eggnog? I am cold brewing the eggnog.
Okay, James.
Yes, Nicole agrees. Cold brewed eggnog. Check it out on YouTube someday. And then I'll do like cold brew Kool-Aid.
That's just Kool-Aid.
No, but you're putting coffee packet in it. You're putting a coffee packet in it to cold brew it.
Then that's not what that means.
Yes. Okay, you have Kool-Aid. You made Kool-Aid.
Fucking God. That's cold brewed coffee with Kool-Aid in it.
No. It's Kool-Aid first.
It's Kool-Aid infused coffee.
But it's Kool-Aid. It is Kool-Aid. And then I take a cold brew packet. It's coffee grounds inside like a tea bag. I think that's what it is. And then you put that into the Kool-Aid.
Because guys, if you didn't know, James always has to be right. And if he's not, he'll just argue it for like ever until he finds the most minuscule thing that doesn't actually prove his point, but he says proves his point, and it just ultimately makes him right. That's why half the time you just hear me go, yup, okay.
Not the time when you smacked me and called me a little bitch. I didn't argue that. But yeah, so then you let it...
Because we're the same person,
yeah,
right?
Baby. Oh,
so like
no.
If I smacked myself,
on your
it's
ass.
also you. And vice versa.
God, if you did that, I'd be like, whoa. God, I wish I were actually you. If I were in Nicole's body, dang.
You'd be in pain constantly.
Because I'm much bigger than you.
Mentally and emotionally.
And I'd tear open your body and I'd be like...
Physically.
I'd be like a little slasher boy. I'd be like, why haven't they done that in a slasher? Like the slasher, they shrink the slasher down to size and he crawls in someone, but it only shrinks for a little bit of time. And then it busts open the person and the slasher's like,
You mean the chainsaw?
What?
What are you saying?
Okay, it's a slasher movie. correct?
You're just saying the murder, the killer.
Yeah, the slasher.
Okay.
He
got it.
Yes, is swallowed. Magic school
Sorry,
bus.
I missed what you were talking about.
Ruh-roh. But what she doesn't miss.
But I also just wanted to like clarify for anyone else that was confused.
Is a kiss from me. So be prepared for our YouTube channel to have us cold brewing stuff. It's gonna be good. You'll be a guest on some. Corwin will never be a guest on it because it gets all popular and he's like, oh James, you just wait he's like, I'm a Southern gentleman. No, it's UK. Well, how do you I only know how to do one Southern voice and
is that what it is? Is that what it is?
That's how. What's his? Not Daniel Day-Lewis. Dude on Knives Out talks over there by the shiver. You gonna be saying, "Hey James, that Cobra channel you got over there, I gotta get on a video." And then I'll say, no, man, you didn't believe in me, Dad.
Did this just turn into this movie's gay? Is that what happened?
Un poquito. But guys, I hope you're escuching. See, listening, hearing. I said it right this time. Nicole, my queen, what time we at?
Yeah, James, the correct word is escuching.
Yeah, arf, arf, arf. I got to do a beatbox that's just a dog walrus barking.
Okay.
You rap this, okay? Arf, 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 arf.
This episode sucks. Just
No,
delete it.
No. I mean, there is one section that I deleted.
Delete it.
Where Nicole was like, oh, I'm the suckiest in the world.
Delete it. The whole thing.
But not because of content purposes. It's because she was real quiet.
Let's just like do this not today.
Oh, this needs to be released Thursday.
We'll have a gap year.
No. A gap year?
Right. Yeah, like college kids, you know?
Well, not all of them can be banger goofs. Bangers
Why
and
not?
goofs. Just be goofy and then it will be.
Just shove the sadness down deep inside, like when I was in high school.
Yeah, put them walls up, baby. But people also like
focusing.
to... Can you focus when I'm saying blah, 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 blah? Try and focus. Are you focusing? Blah, 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 blah. She's staring deeply into mine own eye. Blah, 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 blah.
Guys, I'm not having an existential crisis like Signal Man in this episode.
Oh, we turning it around. Nicole, what'd you think of today's episode?
It was fucking bonkers,
yes.
man. We got Dappu just eating a whole watermelon, which you loved and I hated.
I loved it because it was like the birthday boys when they ate that whole pumpkin on a stage.
Yeah.
It's good. And they started throwing up because you shouldn't eat an entire pumpkin, like the outside part.
Yeah, dude.
I think one of them even ate the stem, tried to. Maybe they boiled it.
You shouldn't do that.
Guys, eat a pumpkin and a watermelon. Speaking of Dappu, people have been sending me pictures for the release of the dinosaurs pop figures.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to get one of those and get a Michael Jordan one, remove the hat, swap the bodies, and then we have Dappu.
Remove the hat.
The head, I meant to say.
Oh, okay.
It's a hat of the body is your head.
Again, just clarifying... what the fuck a hat is.
Guys, what is a hat is?
So you're saying I should buy the Michael Jordan pop figure?
Yes, not the Michael B. Jordan. I don't want a friggin' Fantastic Four guy. I want a Michael Jordan, number 23, airman himself.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not doing that. Just kidding, I might. Just kidding, I might not.
Oh.
Just kidding.
She's throwing me for this is like a Johnish Grisham novel. I don't know the guy's name.
Clearly.
Someone could name me as Johnish Grisham.
Okay.
Or Johnish Grishish, is that what I said? Oh, hi-ty, oh.
Oh no, edit that out.
Yeah. I did an Irish accent on What the Hell Mouth because it was part of it. McCormick McCollums are my last name. And if I were to have lost my virginity not to Nicole, it would have been on St. Patrick's Day. Irish through and through.
What?
What?
So you did?
If I were to have not lost it to you, which I did, it would have been on St. Patrick's Day.
So you did?
In like 2006 or 7.
Good for you, James.
And then I'm going to edit in like a... Guys, let us know. When'd you lose your virginity? Was it on St. Patrick's Day?
I hate myself.
Why? Why do you hate yourself when I love you so much? Do you
I have
see
to balance it out somehow.
Do you see what I see? No. She's a girl whose beauty is seen. Do you see what I see? Piss, mess. She invented it. She invented it.
It doesn't make any sense. Well, the only way it makes sense is if you are truly just a figment of my imagination.
A fig nut of your imagination, let me correct. But you have Jesus Christ, you have Saint Peter, Allah, Buddha, all of these people, inventors of great religions. You got another one this last year, Nicole Jacobs, inventor
not
of
a religion,
Pissmas.
it was a holiday.
Yes, a creator of a holiday is what I say. Duh. Will you be goof? I goof. This is true. This is why this is a great episode.
Why?
It's because
this is what the Nicolas Cage podcast is going to be.
Is this an exclusive? Have we told the audience?
Official announcement? No, I don't think we have. James and I are planning on doing a Nicolas Cage podcast in the near future.
Yeah.
Where we watch Nicolas Cage movies. But it's going to be like there are going to be like segments, but it's mostly going to be pretty loose and not structured and just us like being weird.
And also loosely edited. I want these episodes to go like 2 hours long if they want.
Sure. Yeah. Like, I don't want either of us to look at the clock ever.
Cheer. And once we're done, we're done.
Exact.
Once we're spum, we're spum. Cheer. Who's the greatest spum in the world?
Frank.
Wait. Frank Spum?
Spum isn't a fucking word, James.
I thought spum meant semen. Frank is in the Navy, so he is the greatest spum in the world.
So I am right.
Yeah, you're always right.
Then why were you confused?
Because just short circuit crossed and like Signal Man on today's episode, he got crucified.
And he did short circuit.
Okay, so we're not doing an episode summary today because it's weird for me to do that when it's just Nicole and me. But I
said it wasn't, but he insisted.
It's weird, guys. I would like to say just a quick synopsis. Signal Man sends PJ, Pegasus Jr., to school, summer school, but unbeknownst to him, the Bozak are planning to nab kids for their sick, devious plans, and then hilarity and confusion ensues. And then there was a thing that I wanted to... So let's just get into it. He eats that watermelon. We already talked about it.
Yup.
What's the most gluttonous you've ever been? Like Dappu there.
I guess the first thing that comes to mind is Halloween. I like to just buy a bunch of snacks and stuff and just pig out.
Go ham nam nam. There we go.
Yeah, baby.
Mine is a story that I don't think I've ever told on here that is like a famous story in my family where I was maybe 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but probably more like 5 or 6. And we got Domino's, and my mom says it as I ate like half a pizza, then went, oh, and then went to the bathroom and threw up. And then got out of the bathroom and then started eating more pizza.
God, I want pizza.
Me too. We've been watching Ninja Turtles 2 and that opening scene. I wish I could make a podcast of, like, I could call it Teenage Movie Ninja.
You can't make a podcast for everything.
But I just want to watch all of the Ninja Turtles movies and just keep doing it repeated. But in that opening scene, they're all eating that pizza and it makes me want to just friggin' eat.
Because it's good, dude.
Yeah. And it's weird. I had like a Mandela effect where for some reason, maybe there was a Domino's ad on the VHS, which we own, of Ninja Turtles 2, or it could be the first one has a Domino's tie-in. And I always thought the guy who is the pizza delivery guy, I always thought he worked for Domino's, but I think I just painted that in my child-addled mind. I gotta close that radiator.
I don't know.
Start talking about the ep, my queen. What notes do you have?
I threw them on the ground when you called me a guest, so I have to just like remember. I'll have to just like try to remember what I wrote. Signal Man loses his shit when the Bozak just like use his steadfastness for rules against him. Like he follows the rules so much that it Thank you.
For what?
You know what it's for.
But the audience doesn't.
So?
It's not for getting her notes. It's for giving her a kiss on her head. But yeah, he loses his spit. And my queen, your notes?
I don't even know what I was saying anymore.
You're saying whatever you want. It's stream of consciousness. Like, what's the first thing that pops into your head if I say pickled herring?
A fish.
Okay, what's your coolest fish? Start talking about fish.
A cool fish?
Your coolest fish.
That one book with a fish that has a rainbow scale.
Oh, that's a cool fish. Guys, if you don't know what it means, you didn't have a good childhood.
I feel like I'm gonna barf.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it because you're too hot because you have a blanket and a sweater on?
Maybe.
Nicole, can you sing that Reliant K lyric?
Do you like my sweater?
Yes, I do. It has Punisher on it, and it's spooky tie-dye. Oh, so they should make a Halloween-looking tie-dye. It's orange and whites and browns.
That sounds super ugly.
Oh, darn it. You had a face. Your eyes looked like they were excited, and then your mouth, I can't see underneath the microphone, must have been like, yeah. Let me try and do that.
My eyebrows raised.
Yucky.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that's so dope.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'll pitch it to your mom. She might like it. Your mom likes Halloween.
I don't know if she likes tie-dye, though.
Everyone likes tie-dyes besides those friggin' boomers always screaming at the long hairs.
What? Is that what you call hippies?
Yeah, no, yeah. They would call hippies long hairs.
When?
Back in like the 70s. Get out of here, long hair. I think even in Friday the 13th, they're called long hairs.
Fuck. The Bozak are losing members, so they decide to grow their own.
Yes. And how do they do that?
They consult, or they, what do they do? Not consult, but they summon.
No,
Summon CC Chaco.
cultivate.
Which is like, I guess, a bug hunter, and it's probably the coolest monster design, or maybe it's just because I like bugs.
It was very...
Not like bugs in real life. Bugs in real life are fucking gross, but like artistically, like they're cool. So they summon a bug hunter to hunt children.
Yes. And I think it would be very cool if you, in Animal Crossing style, made Chaku the bug catcher, because he would fit right in Animal Crossing. Do they have bugs and reptiles hanging around?
They have bugs.
But like anthropomorphic.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it's just mammals. Are there bird people?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no fish people because you can catch fish.
No, I don't think there are.
Is there a frog person?
Yes.
Okay, so amphibians, but there's not like a crocodile person, is there?
I don't remember.
Hey guys, let us know. Hashtag animal zing. Let us know. Was there a crocodile there?
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's a walrus.
That's a fish.
But I think they're mammals.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Does he talk like, well, you know how they go like, beep, 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 beep? It is his.
No, it's probably like.
Oh, I was hoping his was like, arf, 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 arf.
No, dude.
Nah,
dude. Nah, dude.
Okay, so Ichiro has to go to school, but he sneaks away and then meets up with Signal Man, who's
Summer
just hanging
cram
out.
school.
Yeah, you got to study during even the summer, guys. It's no lie.
I had driver's ed in the summer, and it was the fucking worst because they like had it in the school, and it was terrible because it was like so stuffy, and my allergies were just going nuts, and I was miserable the whole time.
At which school? The middle school?
I don't remember.
Oh, because mine was at the middle school. It was just a bunch of
probably
14-year-olds and then me an 18-year-old because I'm doing the bare minimum and I didn't really want a license at all.
I don't think you have to do that if you're 18.
You have to do, there's one thing that you have to do and one thing you don't have to do. But I forget which is which. Don't add us, guys. We don't care. But hey, let us know. When did you lose your virginity?
Well, my brother did that. I'm pretty sure he's never said it, but it's the only thing that makes sense to me is so that he wouldn't have to like practice drive with my dad.
Understandable.
Yeah, because he saw like when I would have to practice drive with my dad, and he'd just fucking scream at me.
If you want just a nice, strong cry, go test drive with her dad.
Yeah.
Except it's not a good, strong cry. It's a bad, strong cry. If you want to feel emasculated and
then I would
minuscule.
like start crying, and then he'd be like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like,
If only you had a fork and you could have stabbed him in the thigh with the fork and you'd say, "That's why you're crying."
Okay. Yeah.
No, he'd just look at the fork and his face doesn't even move.
Until
it's just
I
emotional.
would just like automatically start crying anytime I got in the car with him because I was afraid.
Dang. But then when you got in the car with me, you're just like, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, because he fucked me up. So now I
Oh.
hate driving because it terrifies me.
I just hate driving. We're two peas in a pod. That's what we discussed on the first episode of Carranger is our hatred for cars.
Yeah, cars suck.
Chia!
They're scary.
Cars kill more people than alcohol kills people, but guess what? Cars still don't kill as many
that
people
true?
as religion. I'm guessing, just from like alcohol use, I'm 100% sure.
So you're guessing.
100% sure.
You started,
Okay.
you halfway said I'm guessing. So
Okay.
you're guessing.
You're so afraid of driving in an airplane, but driving in a car is so much worse.
Driving in an airplane?
But when you go into a pew at a church, that's killed even more people.
A pew at a church has killed people?
Yeah.
Like the pews themselves?
Because they have so many splinters. You
And
bleed
the
out.
splinter like goes so deep into you, it like goes into your bloodstream, and then that travels to your heart.
Yep.
And then you keel
Dunzo.
over.
Yeah. You're done for. Good thing you're in his holy presence and you're going straight to heaven.
Yeah, dude.
Guys, let us know. Do you want to go to heaven or go to the friggin' gnarly ass place for eternity hell?
Guys, the devil's actually a good guy.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Okay, listen. Hear me out. The devil just like is only okay. So many people are like afraid of the devil, but you should only be afraid if you're a bad person. Like if you're a good person, you're fine. The devil isn't from, okay, if you think of it like this, if you think of it as like not being malicious, it's really just like his job is to just torture bad people.
Yeah.
And doesn't torture good people just for fun.
Now, if he's making a profit off from this, then he's bad because it would be like a warden at a for-profit prison. But as I've said before, there are two people in the world, people who sack tap and people who don't sack tap. Satan, Lucifer himself, is a sack tapper of sack tappers, and that is it.
And like, it makes him look bad, but it's like, no, it's
a necessary evil. He needs to be down there warding over these bad people.
He's really a good guy.
And these bad dogs. Some dogs go to hell. That's the movie Disney needs to make.
No, all dogs are good.
Most dogs go to heaven. Some dogs go to hell.
No.
A parenthetical. This is like the subtitle. But what about Sparky? And it follows Sparky. Where's he going?
So, but that's like me saying that, just having like the least amount of knowledge about religion.
You have more knowledge than I do.
That is not true.
Oh yeah, I have read thine satanic Bible.
I mean, that's not what I'm saying, but sure.
And I've read Genesis. And I'm not talking about the band with
Sega.
Sting. Oh, we both went directions, but it can't be one. Niall, Liam, Harry, Zane.
Direction.
And then I think there's Liam and Larry.
You know they're all going to hell.
Oh, no, not Liam. But Zane is.
Because he's zany.
Yeah, and also, he's throwing it around.
That dick.
Yeah, that's the only thing you throw around.
Your weight?
No, my weight fluctuates, not gets thrown around.
You never heard the term throwing their weight around?
No. Like Weights and Duke Nukem, he does that.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to get more ego from doing that?
Yeah, because you're strong.
Pumping that
You're like,
I am.
yeah, look how strong I am.
This is why you don't see him taking a pee, because if he looks at his own penis, you just immediately die because your ego is gone. He's
true.
like, no, I'm too tiny.
It's true.
But be confident in your size, guys.
I seriously feel like I'm going to throw up.
Do you want to take a breath, or do you want to start wrapping up?
Rapping? Let's rap.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Okay. Why do you have to just pull at my heartstrings like that in a jesting way?
'Cause you said be goofy.
Ooh, gosh, Goofy.
Gosh, baby. Maybe it's from all that applesauce I ate.
Oh, that hot applesauce will do ya. So I'm starting to call Ichiro PJ because he's Pegasus Jr. And
Wouldn't he just be like vice president
oh, or the first son,
or junior president?
junior president, so JP. But
Yeah.
PJ from the Rewine, he had paid me on PayPal once, and then he stopped, and I think he stopped because it had said his
Has her full name?
yeah, and I think he doesn't want me to know his full name, and I don't remember what it was.
Is it pajama?
Yeah, wow, oh shit. Yeah, it's Pajama. I don't know my good friend's last name.
His first name is Pa. His last name is Jamma.
No, what's his middle name? Jimpy.
Doesn't have one.
Pa Jimpy Jamma. And then let me get to he was crucified. Shoot your problems away. That's what we pulled from this is at the end, there's a bunch of potted kids and they're turning into Bozak, and Signal Man pulls out his gun. And he's like, I know what to do, and aims it at them. And all the Carrangers are like, you are for safety. You are not in your right mind because you have CTE head trauma right now. And then he shoots at them all.
I related to that though, like him being like, oh man, I should have played more in school instead of just like trying to follow the rules all the time. Because I think about just like how the like importance of school was like ingrained in me. So I never like really did anything fun because I was always just like studying. And I'm like, that's such a fucking, like school's such a fucking joke. Like I don't need to know how to draw different molecules. Like the fuck does that even?
Well, one of them's red, one of them's blue, and you combine them together, you get orange.
What?
I was never in chemistry, and you make the molecule in like the little beads are different colors, and then you're drawing them. So if you draw green and red together, you get orange. Maybe
I don't need to know the base number of Kelvins.
But I need to know that base.
I don't need to know how to change moles into
What?
Moles into fucking, I don't know.
Moles is a measurement of something, right?
Kelvins.
Oh, moles
I
into
can only think
kelvins.
of those two.
Kelvins is temperature, right?
Yeah.
And moles is energy?
Joules.
Okay. Joules Ascos.
Molars.
Molar eclipse. That was your joke.
Hydrochloric acid. Yeah.
Okay.
So I relate with Signal Man and him having this crisis of like, I fucked up.
See, and I'm kind of the opposite, where I wish I weren't as DIY in my teen years. I wish I would have just gone on YouTube or asked someone like, what's a compressor do? How will EQing this drum make it sound different?
I mean, that's not the opposite, but sure.
I mean, I wish I were more studious in my studio.
The opposite would be not studying at all and just going out and hanging out with friends.
Whoa.
And shit. Like my brother did.
Your brother's so cool. But he's not living in Chicago. He lived in like Minneapolis where the cold is colder.
It's true.
But where they have Prince in Mystery Science Theater.
I mean, yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I wish I would have gone to YouTube more and learned more on Fruity Loops and shit like that. I wish I would have learned automation. That's one thing. God, man, I love doing that now. It truly makes an instrument that sounds bland sound alive. Automation.
Guys, you ever have a crisis? Tell your therapist.
Oh, I thought you were going to say hashtag Sinfinite crisis.
I would have said comment, not you're the one that does all the hashtags.
I'm doing the hashtag sign with two peace sign middle fingers.
Yeah, baby.
Well, Nicole, let me see if there's anything big over here we need to talk about. Eat that melon. You know, you see those silhouettes when the Bozak were seeing why they're leaving. One says, oh, I broke a bone. Oh, I'm too old. Oh, I got a family to take care of.
Yeah.
I want to know what those suits were. It's got to be on the wiki somewhere. It has to be either old suits or ones we've seen before just in a silhouette.
Maybe. I just assumed that they just like took random shit from the props department and just like threw shit on.
Could be. Or yeah, like an old suit, but then threw on
it's silhouettes, so it doesn't matter.
Helmet. We got CTE head trauma because Signal Man, once he which I've done in this is how I used to say, James, you're so stupid. I'd hit my head on things. I probably have CTE, maybe. I don't know. I'm kidding. Don't want to make light of a serious thing. He is just boxing his own head with two fists. Then he slams his head into a tree over and over again, and it goes, timber! And he rings his own bell, smash that like button. Then he bashes it into a fence, but luckily that saved the day. He found out that the Bozak were on the other side of the fence. Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side, and sometimes the wumpers are greener on the other side because there aren't any wumpers on that side.
I was thinking of why did they make it so, why was it so hot? Why would they write that where all the Bozak were? But then I was like, oh yeah, because then they opened the fridge and then the cockroach was like, I'm not strong. I was cultivated. And then they were like, oh yeah, we got to cultivate new members.
It's also to imply that they don't have money.
Yeah.
Because they're spending it all on Richie Hiker, who is terrible at his job.
Yeah.
Are Bozak a species? So they're cultivating Bozak by growing them from children meat. And does that imply that they're a species, but they're just a club? They're a biker gang. That would be like saying the Crips are a different species. I know some racist people would think that, but what? The Boy Scouts are another species? The Yu-Gi-Oh kids in the corner, they're a different species? No, they're just clubs. It's weird.
I have no idea.
Nicole, just let me know in the comment section below.
I think you mean smooch that like button.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Smooch the like button, or actually it's a thumbs up. And I'm not going to say something disgusting. I'm going to say hitchhike over to our YouTube channel and thumbs up all those videos. Your thumb's already up.
Do it.
But guys, speaking of that, Nicole, what do we have to plug? Because I think we're done with this episode.
Follow Darling Homebody on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. And hopefully my domain fucking works. When this comes out, you can visit darlinghomebody.com.
And that's because Nicole had to switch it from one site over to another.
Yeah, and it's not working.
Cheer!
I'm
But
pissed.
a bad cheer. More like a no. Guys, maybe go over to Nicole's Patreon. Did you say that too?
No, because I'm tired.
Go over to patreon.com/darling homebody. It's in the description. But if you'd like to hear why Nicole is so sad, go watch our Super Puyo Puyo 2 streaming. We're streaming on live on YouTube now. We tried Mixer, but Mixer is weird. So YouTube, subscribe. You'll be able to see when we go live, when we premiere stuff. Also, mostly playing PlayStation. That's every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's so much content every single week. Someone help me get this monetized. Please.
I just feel like a noodle, you know?
Yeah. Do the noodle. Oh, that's what you should have done. Do the noodle dance. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Noodle, 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 noodle dance.
I think you went into Dora the Explorer
Sure.
towards the end, but
You gots to go into Dora the Explorer
but
territory.
yeah, watch us play the game, and once we get to Kirby's Dream Course is when I regret everything.
Don't regret a thing.
Sorry for existing, and
Oh my god. Also,
yeah.
just so everyone knows, Nicole isn't doing this to like get people to say like, no, Nicole, you're great. Nicole just thinks this.
I'm like half joking.
I would say half joking, 25% being hard on yourself, and then 25% complete reality.
Sure.
All right, guys. I'm mansplaining Nicole's mental illness to her. No, I'm just trying to make it better so she doesn't think worse.
But yeah, I'm not doing it to be like, why doesn't anyone like me? It's just like, that's how I feel, and that's why I'm being this way, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry.
Oh man, Nicole just said not, and then put on sunglasses, double middle fingered the microphone, and then walked out smoking a cigarette. Which is we're in a smoke-free building, so even more badass. But guys, also check out my other podcasts such as This Movie's Gay, What the Hell Mouth, and Hit It and Crit It. Go to mlmpod.com for more information on that, or just search those titles wherever you're listening to this right now. They're very good shows. They're good. If you haven't listened to them, you will like them. I guarantee it. I'm gonna guarantee it. Warehouse Boys for men's clothing. And then also check out my rap music under Marshland Monster. That can also be found at mlmpod.com. If you'd like to donate to our cause of making this run better, go to mlmpod.com/donate. Also, if you're looking for an episode and you're like, how do I search for this? We have a blog on there that you can search, and it has the episode descriptions of every single episode. Search like,
Keywords?
when did they talk about fingering dads? Just search finger and you're bound to find it.
Finger your dad.
Yeah, double middle finger them, you mean?
Sure.
Well, like you can finger them like this.
Middle finger your
Yes,
dad. That's
yeah.
what it was. I mean, I don't know. Do whatever you want.
Someone out there has fingered their dad, and that's sad.
You don't. It was consensual.
Yes, double middle fingers crossed. It was it was consensual. Do I have literally anything else? No. Oh, mostly Speakin Sentai over on YouTube. Search that. I've been James.
I've been Nicole.
And we've been mostly speaking Sentai. Bye-bye. I forgot to tell you what we say bye as on This Movie's Gay now is see you in class, bitch sticks. It's from a movie we watched. Yeah, and it's something that once I saw it, I was like, if Nicole were watching this movie with us, I'd be hearing that phrase for 3 years.
Oh, you know it, baby.
It was on I Was a Teenage Werebear. But I've been James. That's Nicole. Mostly Speakin Sentai.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bitch, dear.
Got a cure for the Christian sickness. Wicked spits that get malicious. Vicious is my mission. At these pastors' funerals, I pick it. Set the mood with noxious fumes. Feeling the aroma thick and burning bodies so ungodly. For I am Jehovah's Witness. Revelation so acidic, need a litmus test. Evaluation, say this wicked speech, I spit it best. Masturbating, waiting while this camera gets undressed. I'm praising Satan, let his spirit in and get possessed. Jesus Christ in the night has got his nails in me. Got a knife in hand with righteous plans impaling me. Well, he fucking says I'm nothing but a casualty. Jesus Christ is my life, he's never failing me. The monster of Muskegon has awakened from the slumber of Satan. Lusty teens that bust at scenes in the suburbs of Craven. Rubber gloves to smother you, so you'll never utter a statement. This piece of trash is feeding the rats in an alley off of Bubba and Damon. Blaspheming, covered in gruel, finger fucking ass screaming. Jerking off during Sunday school, it's got the kids in class screaming. Motherless has got my limp wrist nimble when I pray. Holy neck muscles atrophy, a symbol of decay. Jesus Christ in the night has got his nails in me. Got a knife in hand with righteous plans impaling me. Well, he fucking says I'm nothing but a casualty. Jesus Christ is my life, he's never failing me.
Fuck your God, cause I am the real savior. Fuck the Bible, religion, it's just some bullshit made up. I think I've had enough, me and Marshall ain't gon' handle business. Running around the church and nail up preachers, all about crucifixes. We say sin and we born sick like Mr. Stitches. Fuck religion, won't stop, they all no longer living. Like the match and listen to the people's cries.